gotta make these more succinct because they've been too long. The gist of what I said before was about the failure of Code Pink, but I want to make you aware, or make me aware. Okay, look, I never say this, but of something that's a political issue, and it should be like something someone jumps on right away. Listen. When we were gonna get healthcare. I was being, a certain way about it, and someone, a liberal, got very, I was a little scared, and he said, "Stephen, listen to me." He said, "People like me, or all over this country, have waited our whole lives for health care, and this isn't a joke." Wow, he had fire in his eyes. Okay, now, what would I expect to see in a free society with rational individuals? Okay, I would expect to see a committee of concerned citizens, activists, totally militants, come on the news and say, "Look, we are demanding, and we will continue to demand, and we will not stop asking. We want a full explanation of the exact way that right when the healthcare bill was going to be defeated because of the mandate and this, and the country had thousands of questions, and we had to debate this and so on, that at that exact moment, a crime, that the kind of thing that happens all the time, mistaken shooting of a kid, took up all the news channels and non-stop and closed out the healthcare debate. Okay, look, we weren't born yesterday. We want to know how that happened. Like, that's pretty dumb, and that's pretty on purpose. Like, how did that happen? I worked in media. It doesn't happen mysteriously. You can find out exactly how it happened. Like, that terrorism guy was on Fox and Friends. They asked me how that happened. Right? They called the publicist. I was the publicist. I was working on his book. I put him on the morning show. They liked him on the morning show. They asked, would he be on Fox and Friends? That's how we got there. We said, you just found out how something happened. How exactly, right when that healthcare bill was there, and we had all that discussion, it was going to be defeated, the most important debate for on healthcare. Just then, an emotionally potent case that charged up racial tension, that is the kind of thing that happens all the time, took up the whole news, and dramatic stunts, and he was gunned down like a dog. Okay, look, we're not stupid. Explain how that happened. Explain that. And they would say, oh, it was gunned down. You don't care about a little boy, and you need the moral courage to say, oh, please. Oh, please. Yeah, I don't care about Trayvon Martin when this is going on. I want to know how that happened. I know you're not going to use an emotionally potent thing. I want to know how that happened. We're not dumb. You do it all the time. We have a huge political action. We're on a full investigation of how that happened. That's too intentional. We're not stupid. That's a political issue. It is. That's like the easiest thing to do, and they must have no respect for you and your healthcare thing. But the important thing is this. What happened to the guy that was like, Stephen, healthcare, we have fought all our life. What happened? Is everyone just bored? Shouldn't they be immediately like, oh, those scumbags, they're going to parade out some emotionally potent case and take up the whole news with Al Sharpton as though we're not going to notice this? Oh, those psychos. Where's that? No one's mad. What happened to passion healthcare? Is everyone bored? And it's like, people just got the philosophy of utility. Why? Because your news is Lionel Richie on it, and you're just like, oh, fuck it. I mean, it's so fucked up, the things that happen, but all you have to do is stand up and say, like, oh, please, no, nice try. How did you do that? How did that happen? Every time that happens, we're standing up. I mean, that's what Cool Pink should be doing. Not singing in pink. I thought Cool Pink was going to do shit like that. Turn a political issue that every time they see one of those, nope, nice try. the easiest thing to do to the public, but like they know, but that they know they can get away with it means they just think you're all stupid. You know, but you are, because if I told you that Steve's paranoid, like, oh boy, like that's so obvious. Like you're paranoid. Where's your like, goddamn? Maybe you deserve what you. Maybe you don't deserve health care if you think that. That was so obvious. That whole parade, like, that's to block your fucking discussion of that healthcare bill. So you don't know what just happened. Fucking hat with gun down like a dog. It's a show. You gotta be able to say, "Oh, please, don't ever do that again." I don't know who put them on like that. That was too clever. Ugh, manipulating. Like this is a little much. You thought you could fool us like that. That's getting a little obvious, isn't it? Like this is gonna be. We're gonna continue talking and want to know how. Every time you do one of these gimmicks, like you can't pull that. You have to say that. No, man, this guy's crazy. He thinks these are crazy. Do these tricks and. Nah, man, I wouldn't be like that. I'm gonna go watch Lionel Richie. Like, that's a political issue. But they know no one. They just know you. I don't know what they know about you. I'm the one that doesn't go fuck about healthcare. But what about those people with the fire in their eyes? How did you feel when you got that circus? Didn't you see this on purpose? So the discussion we blocked out. Isn't anyone freaked? Not freaked out, but just like God, we must think we're so stupid. Like, oh, we're gonna fucking storm the Capitol, like bomb the news buildings. Do you ever do that again? Like, that's how the public should be reacting. But to my knowledge, no one thinks that anything weird happened. I haven't even found any discussion that was done. It looked so like such theater. It was so obvious. I haven't even found any discussion of it. Even in like paranoia, like no one noticed it. Like an obvious one. Did no one ever work in media? That's how they are anyway. I mean, even like a conspiracy theory to do that. Anyone who live with people's industries, like that's just the game. But like, how do you not? Where's the healthcare people? Like,